Hello everyone, my name is Maria Shandorova and I'm responsible for product development at Inphinity. In the last TechTuesday video, I have shared some tips and tricks which Qlik functions you can utilize when you start working with the Inphinity Mole, the Qlik custom connector for unstructured data that's part of Inphinity Suite. In this TechTuesday video, I will share a few more. So what you can see on my screen is the result or the output of the last video, where we loaded data from files on the server into Qlik data model by using Inphinity Mole. And as you can see, I have different information available about the files as well as their content. So I can search for a very specific word and see in which specific files it is on the server and where it is stored. Very often, the use cases about unstructured data and content of the files are related to personal or sensitive information. That means you want to know where a specific name or specific ID, bank account, order number is stored. And these attributes are in the fixed format. So let's say that this is the format of ID of employees, internal unique identifier of everyone working for the company. And if I want to know where exactly these unique identifiers are stored, I need to search for every single one of them. And this is something you really don't want to do manually. So what they have in common is the specific structure. As you can see, this one consists of 2 letters and then there are 4 numbers. This one consists of 3 letters followed by 3 numbers. So how can we identify them automatically when the application is reloaded? In the last video, I have introduced you a really useful function when it comes to unstructured data, and that's map substring. This function converts every single character in a word to a new character according to the definition in the map. In the previous video, we have used it to normalize the words, so to remove the interpunction. But we can use this function also to identify these IDs. So what I'm going to do right now is that I will define a new map containing the information whether a specific character is a letter coming from an alphabet or whether it's a number. And since I have already normalized the letters by removing the interpunction and lowering the letters, I need only these to be included in the map. So let's create a new table, content IDs. Where we need to load. Well, we don't need to load a file name as the unique identifier because we just want to know whether ABC123 is employee ID or is not, and doesn't matter in which document it is. Therefore, to save some space, we can also use distinct function. And right now we will use this magic function, map substring, name of the map, and we will use it on word norm. Let's call it word norm type. When we reload the app, the content of all these files is again loaded into a data model and our function is applied. So So come back to the sheet. And in the list of fields, we now have the word norm type field. So as I can see, every single letter coming from alphabet has been converted to A, and every number has been converted to N. And all other characters remains the same. So right now, if I want to search for all employee IDs, I just need to find this proper, let's call it regular expression. And this one, and this one, and this is it. It's much easier than search for every single one, especially if you have hundreds of employees. Let's do it even smarter, because right now, this type is derived for every single word. And we know that what we are interested in are words that have exactly 6 characters. So we can add another function. And especially when you are building the production application that is really going to scan tons of data, then it's important to think about how to optimize the time that's needed to do all these functions or identifications. So right now, it's used only for the 6-letter words. And there is still space for optimization. Because what I'm interested in are only the employee IDs. So I can load again the word norm, and instead of word norm type, I can say that if word norm type is AAA, NNN, or AANNNN, then it's ID. And instead of having all these types listed in the application, right now I will have a binary field that contains just one value, 1, for those words that meet these conditions. It has been converted automatically. Okay. And when I select 1, this is it. And hopefully you are now keep thinking, like when there is a bank account number, there is another logic that's used to validate whether a specific string is account number. Very often there are these strict definitions of how to identify whether something is ID or not. And based on my experience, 99% can be identified by using Qlik native functions only, in combination with Inphinity Mole if you want to scan all the files. And if you are now asking why this is important and that you know in which files these IDs are used, yeah, if the file is called, for example, salaries export, maybe you will know that these are employee IDs. But if the file is called nodes, I'm pretty sure you will not know about it until you will have the application like this. I really hope you find this video very useful. You see the value in unstructured data, and you will try it on your own. If you have any ideas what you would like to see in the upcoming TechTuesday videos, please share them with me. You can share it here in comments or reach to me via LinkedIn. Stay tuned and enjoy Mole.